In the realm of manifestation, where desires become reality, a fundamental principle holds sway: the power of choice. This principle illuminates the pivotal role conscious choices play in shaping your experiences. By understanding and harnessing the power of choice, you can elevate your manifesting prowess and transform your life. At its core, the power of choice asserts that the world we experience is profoundly affected by the decisions we make. Every choice you encounter, from the mundane to the monumental, contributes to the unique mosaic of your reality. Your choices are not merely responses, but are also potent creators of the future you wish to inhabit. The law of attraction hinges on the principle that our thoughts and emotions attract corresponding circumstances. The power of choice weaves seamlessly into this process, serving as a conduit for directing your thoughts and emotions toward your desires. When you consciously make choices aligned with your intentions, you amplify the vibrational frequency needed to manifest those desires, so you can begin to see how powerful your choices are. And the exercise I'm going to share with you today is to cultivate mindfulness around your everyday choices. Whether selecting a meal or deciding how to spend your free time, pause and acknowledge the decisions you're making. Recognize that each choice holds the potential to influence your reality. I've faced situations in my own life where I've had to make choices, and they haven't always been easy ones. But choice mapping is an effective technique, and this is how it works. Firstly, look at the possible choices that you have. Write them down, and then map out the potential outcomes or directions that each choice presents. What are the positive outcomes, and what are the unwanted outcomes? The next step is to focus on your feelings and go through each of the choices. Often, our gut feeling leads us to the right choice. If you feel relief, liberation, joy, or any other positive emotion when thinking about a particular decision, then this is the right one for you. Choices should always come from a place of faith and not fear. If the choice you are facing is a moral or ethical choice, it's wise to go back to the value exercise you did in step 1. I'll leave the link at the end of the video if you haven't watched it yet. Your choices should align with your core values. If you fail to do this, you are setting yourself up for turmoil. The other thing to consider is the long-term impact of a choice. Life is a delicate dance of choices, and some of the most profound decisions we make are those that reverberate through time, shaping the course of our lives and our personal narratives. Long-term choices possess a unique power. They set in motion a series of events and experiences that accumulate, intertwine, and ultimately define our life's trajectory. Each choice casts a ripple that extends far beyond the present, shaping the contours of our future. Every choice triggers a chain reaction of events, leading to both expected and unforeseen outcomes. As we make choices, we set in motion a complex web of circumstances that can be challenging to predict with absolute certainty. Time acts as a canvas upon which the effects of our choices unfold. The results of our decisions may not become apparent immediately. They often take time to reveal themselves fully. Just as a butterfly's flutter can set off a chain of events leading to a distant storm, seemingly minor decisions can have far-reaching consequences. We humans aren't very good at predicting the future, or how we will be in the future. The good thing is that we have the ability to make choices all the time. I'd like to share a personal experience with you, where I needed to make a difficult choice about a situation. To give you some context, I'd met a person via a social media group who I'd become friendly with over a period of a couple of years. She seemed like a really nice person, and at one point during our chats, she said that she would like to have a holiday on the island. I naturally said she could stay with me. I thought that perhaps it would be nice to have company, even though I'd never met her in person. About a month or so before she was due to visit, we had a very weird chat. She came across as paranoid and controlling, and this sent alarm bells buzzing in my head. My home is my sanctuary, and I realized that I'd possibly been a little more open and generous with her than I should have been. She was, after all, a relative stranger. I didn't know her surname or even if the name she used on social media was her real name. I was in an emotional dilemma. I felt really bad about changing the plan, but I felt even worse about having someone in my home who might not be healthy to be around. I went back and forth in my head and got myself into a bit of a state, not knowing what to do. My instincts were screaming at me to keep my space sacred, but I also felt guilty at the thought of telling her I'd changed my mind. So I tried a little experiment and allowed myself to fully engage my emotions when weighing up my options. When I thought about telling her that I didn't want to host her, relief flooded through my whole body. On this basis, I made my decision and messaged her. She became pretty abusive and threatening, and I ended up hitting the block button, but her reaction validated my instincts. This choice ensured that my future self wouldn't be put into a toxic situation. This is why I think that touching base with your feelings when it comes to making tough choices can be such a powerful technique. The beauty of life is that reality is not a fixed entity, but rather a dynamic and ever-shifting construct that we can influence through our choices. The power of choice is an intrinsic gift that empowers us to shape our realities and bring our dreams to life, or avoid shitty situations for that matter. The choice principle teaches us that each decision is a brushstroke on the canvas of our lives, contributing to the masterpiece we are creating. Each one of us has a unique frame of reference, which encompasses our beliefs, thoughts, and perceptions. The choices we make are influenced by this frame, and in turn, our choices reinforce and shape this frame. By mastering the nuances of choice, values, emotions, and beliefs, you can navigate reality with greater finesse and carve out your desired outcomes with greater consistency. As you embark on this journey of self-discovery, remember that the power to shape your reality is, ultimately, a choice in itself. In the next video, we'll be looking at taking inspired action. This is a very deliberate approach, and it's something that's more mindful than spontaneous. I'll share tips on how and when to take action that truly is inspired and will take you one step closer to becoming a winner in the game of life. In the meantime, I wish you mindful choice making, and may your instincts always be your guide. See you in the next one.